Well, as you know, boxing is very much like theater than film. You are sparring with the audience. You are creating a mood of violence so that there's an emotional attraction. You're creating art on a canvas in much the same way as Muhammad Ali on the canvas and Monet on the canvas. These qualities are part of a Twillings film. I set out to make a Raging Bull, a Rocky, a Taxi Driver. This is one of those films.
This was not one of those films. Brad wasn't even a filmmaker. He was a guy who won the lottery, and he had a half-baked pseudo dream. Honestly, half the days we were on set, he wasn't even filming, so I started to.
You're throwing your fists like hams, and your opponent is starving. He doesn't punch with his hands.
No?
He punches with his heart. This isn't a movie about boxing. It's about family. It's a movie about a holiday on Boxing Day.
Oh yeah, the definition of Boxing Day was absolutely brought up to Brad on set. I know I did it, I saw others do it. It happened multiple times every day of filming. It wasn't something he wanted to hear, so in the end we spent thousands on a film about whatever Brad wanted the film to be about, which was not Boxing Day.
Yeah, that's right. I'm bad. That's acting. You see? You see? I am not a boxer. You see me. I'm not a boxer. I'm acting as one. Because I know what it feels like to be boxed. You see?
Of course I know what Boxing Day is. It's a day about family. It's a day about love. It's a day about punching the other guy in the face until the ref tells you to stop. Later on, I did learn that it's some kind of post-Christmas British holiday thing. I guess in the movie, the boxing was like Jesus in his later years with the turmoil he had. I honestly, I don't really understand. Brad would know. He was the genius behind this film. He ran a tight ship, but he treated us all like family.
A director must understand their actors.
What is this?
Like
This trap.
a falconer controls a falcon.
What is this?
Like
It's
a
sticky.
jockey breaks a buck.
this is
Like
all just
chefs break
trash.
eggs. You must give and take. Life is full of boxes. Where does boxing begin? They call it a ring, but it's a square. It's a square. What is a square? Who is square? A square is someone who can't fight their way out of their own boxes.
Okay, so like a left hook to the jaw?
Right, exactly. Roll tape. Roll. Action.
We've been rolling, you never said cut.
Cutting is for scissors and seamstresses. Cut. Action.
Toxic, no, maybe moronic, absolutely. Brad was someone who knew what he wanted to do but had no idea what he was doing. He insisted we call him professor, but I don't think he even finished high school, let alone a PhD program. I have no idea what he thought he was a professor of, to be honest with you.
I'm a professor of intermediate. I am a professor. Professor of Emeritus. I'm one of the few directors who has made more films than I've seen.
How many films have you made?
Well, the one, Boxing Day, but I don't see films, I live them, you see. That's why some have described their experience with me as a tribal or collective experience.
Quiet. I beg you.
Please be quiet. I
No,
beg
no.
you.
Please be quiet. I beg you.
Please be quiet. I
Please
beg
be
you.
quiet. I beg
Sounds
you.
clunky. Please be quiet. I'm begging you.
It's not
Sounds
in the
better.
script.
Sounds like how
It's
you
not
talk in real life.
how you say it. You say it. Line. Oh. No, line of dialogue.
Please be quiet, I beg you.
Would you describe the environment as toxic?
Toxic? Well, Brad would tell you that fuel emissions are toxic, but it's the only thing to make a Ferrari go.
The question about the lottery money, well, you know, what else was I going to do with it? It was an enormous amount of money, and of course, art needs an enormous amount of money to be successful, to be right. I tried to win again later, another lottery, and that was not successful. It would have helped me to have a better ending, perhaps. So that is probably what I would do, is win the lottery again. Yes.
I can't say there's much I took away from the experience. I didn't even take a paycheck away from it initially. I don't think any of the cast or crew did. But the funny thing is, when you guys started calling about making this documentary, Brad very quickly gave up the rights to the film because he thought you were debt collectors, and the royalty checks just started coming to my mailbox, so I guess I'm the one that ended up with it. Brad always used to say that trailers sell tickets, and I don't know if he's seen the trailers since he made this film, but in this case, he was right.
He was counted out by society,
Please be quiet, I beg you.
but won't throw in the towel. A childhood of pain, a lifetime of vengeance. One man won't be boxed in. You've heard of Christmas. Well, what about a holiday that fights back? Boxing Day.
In fact, that's all I'll do, I think. Is that cool? Which camera? Both? I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah, he says. Look at them both.
Ask me for a glass of water.
Go cross-eyed.
My way out of the womb. Don't let the world punch back. Don't let the world punch back. Don't let the world punch back. Don't retreat and don't hold back. I'll be victorious.
Okay, are we done? Are we?
No, we just
What?
turned on the lights.
What? Okay. Well, when are we done?
When the interview's
When
over.
the lights turn off.
When I say cut is when it's over.